The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown.
All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. And welcome to the South Florida Live podcast. Listen, I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown, and as we always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, listen, come on in, everyone. Come on in. Yes, we are back. We are back. The segment of let's talk about the things that matter. Hey, listen, we've been quiet. Yes, we have. We've been quiet, but come on in, y'all. Come on, join us tonight. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's been going on in this government, in this country, in these U.S. of America, U.S. state of America. There's a lot that's happening. We've been real quiet, y'all, to be honest. I wasn't ready. I told the crew I wasn't ready yet. They may have flagged my page and cut my page off if I would have went on during the time that everything was going crazy. Hey, but listen, come on, join us tonight. We're going to talk about the things that matter. All this stuff that's going on, the stock market, the trade, the protests that's been happening out there. And hey, listen, let's find out what's going on. Hey, listen, I'm your host once again, Jeffrey Brown, and hey, I hope everyone that's out there, you guys had a day of peace and blessings. Come on in. We are doing let's talk about the things that matter. We are talking about some stuff that's going on, that's happening in this world, in this country, on tonight. And you need to be a part of it because I need your input. I need to know. I need to hear what you feel and what's going on, how you feeling out there, how you guys are handling all this transfer of power and what's going on. Hey, listen. So those that are on YouTube, thank you for joining us on YouTube. If it's your first time, do me a favor. Go ahead and first hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the subscribe button because we're trying to get our subscribers out. Hit the subscribe button. Also, once you do that, hit that little notification bell. Click on that and then click on all. And that way, every time we go live, you guys will know that we're on and you can join us, okay? Please do that for me, if you will. But come on in. Hopefully, we're not going to be here long. We're going to talk about it. I don't know. We got a lot to talk about, so we might be on here a little bit. I'm hopefully my crew get it together. They're going to join me tonight, or just be me. Oh, I see I got one. Hey, listen, once again, let's do this. Come on in. Join us on tonight. Come on in. Join us on tonight. We're going to talk about a lot, okay? So those that are viewing by YouTube, those that are viewing by Facebook, hey, y'all, go ahead and hit that like and share button for me. Hit the like and share, okay? Hit the like and share. I need you to share. When you come on, please share this podcast for me, please. Thank you so much. Share. Yeah, we're going to have a conversation on tonight. So join us tonight about the things that matters. A lot going on. That's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So come on, join us. Facebook, please tag a few people. Those that are coming on, tag some people. Let them know that the South Florida Live podcast is on, okay? All right. Listen, I'm going to give y'all about 10 seconds. 10 seconds, and we're going to get started. 10 seconds, and I'm going to make some announcements, and we're going to get started. Okay? And I promise my announcement's not going to be too long. Okay? I heard someone made a comment about my announcements are long, and they don't have much time at work on their break, so they be trying to get a little something in before they go to work. So we're going to be quick with our announcements. Matter of fact, we got 5 seconds. So let me introduce myself. I go by the name Molly, and it's nice to meet you. I'm a chill kind of guy. Don't want to hurt nobody. Love is the lens that I peeped you through. Oh, all right. 3 seconds. Come on in. Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us, come on, let me know you're there. Make some noise in the comments. Let me know that you said, say good evening to me or something. Let me know you're there, okay? All right. Appreciate it so much. Good evening to you. Good evening for those that are joining on. Good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, listen. We're going to get started. All right. Thank you for those that's been listening, that's joining us tonight. That's joining us and being a part of this episode. We are relaunching. Let's talk about the things that matter. Listen, y'all, we got quite a bit to talk about tonight. We're gonna try not to hold you too long. But it's some stuff that we want to talk about. But before we do that, let me do this, okay? Let me do this. Because there's a big event going on this weekend. This weekend, there's a big event going on this weekend. Yes, it's 111. It's their third anniversary. 111. It's their third anniversary. Listen, I told the folks on the other night that, listen, these young men right here, Lord have mercy, they'll make you pick them up, put them down, show enough. All right, you don't want to miss this on this weekend, this Saturday. 111, they are celebrating their third anniversary. Listen, doors will open at 4 p.m. Program will start at 5. Okay? There's a host of artists that's going to be there. I mean, powerful artists that's going to be there. You see it there on the flyer. You don't want to miss this. Yes, there is a charge. There's $25 in advance, $25 in advance. And $30 at the door, $30 at the door, $25 in advance, $30 at the door. It's going to be at Newburgh House of Prayer, 2300 Northwest 2nd Street, 2300 Northwest 2nd Street in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So you don't want to miss it. Be a part. Join them on that night. Let's celebrate with 111 on this Saturday, okay, on this Saturday. Also, a lot of you know that I like, the beads and stuff. And let me show y'all the beads. I like the bracelet beads. I love them. That I collect them. I get them. I purchase them. So it was very hard for me to find them unless I went online to do it. But Lord knows, there's a ram in the bush. This young man right here, Chris Everett. His business, his name, his business is the Christian Eve collection, the Christian Eve collection. He is the owner and founder of this company. And when I tell you, this guy is amazing. He does great work. I have nothing but praise for him. And trust me, give him a call. I know Mother's Day is coming up. Father's Day is coming up soon. So listen, if you're looking for something, and he just doesn't do the beads, the bracelet beads, he do much, much, much more. So give him a call. Look him up. That's Chris Everett, and his number is 786-307-4925. 786-307-4925. That's Chris Everett, and it's the Christian Eve collection. You don't want to miss out on that, okay? All right, thank you so very much. Hey, listen, let's get this party started. Once again, good evening to those that are viewing us right now. Good evening to those that came on. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining. Good evening, Miss Richburg Roundtree. God bless you, Cynthia. Hope you're doing well. My prayers are still with you, that God is healing you and healing your body. And he has his hands upon you. And we know by his stripes you are healed. So, hey, thank you for joining us tonight, though. Thank you for joining. Please share this podcast with somebody tonight. All right. Hey, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Ain't much time to do it, but we got a lot to talk about. Hey, listen, I know it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. So before I bring my guests, I just want to ask you guys that's out there, that's viewing, that's watching. Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Peace and blessings to you on this evening. Where are we? Where are we as Black Americans since this administration has been in office? Where are we? Yeah, where are we now? What's going on? And listen, do y'all think we're gonna survive this change of government or this new America that's been reconstructed and made? And it's a little scary, but listen, I was telling folks, hey, you get what's the old saying? You get what you pay for. Well, a lot of people are getting what they voted for. Okay. So they're getting what they voted for. You voted for it and you're getting it. And it's funny. It's funny how some people are amazed and like thrown back and shocked and surprised of what's happening. Oh, I didn't think this was going to happen to me. I didn't think the policies was going to affect me. Wow. And this guy was saying it. And we've been saying it for what, almost 2 years. Okay. Here on the Let's Talk, let's talk about the things that matter. We've been saying it almost 2 years. All right. And so hey, listen, I just wanted to throw that out there for that. And I'm gonna bring my guests on. I'm gonna bring one of the team, one of the crew on. I think they're ready. Yeah, they're ready. I've missed them. I ain't seen them in a long time. So the one and only, the pastor is with us tonight. The pastor is with us tonight. Pastor George Jackson. God bless you. Peace and blessings to you, my sister. How you doing?
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. All is well. All is well. All is well. I had to come outside on the patio because I couldn't get the correct lighting on my cell phone. My regular device, I made a mistake and left it at school. So I'm on my cell phone. I did get on. So I'm outside. But I didn't want to miss this. I left another meeting. To be here.
I surely appreciate it. Because
right.
Hey, listen. I this was y'all relaunching, So
Hey,
how y'all be here?
I heard that something was
Somebody
going
say
on tonight
they
at 7
home
o'clock.
they home and cooking and tired. I'm home and I'm cooking and I'm tired. But anyway, we're gonna give her a pass tonight. We're gonna give TaNika a pass. She does a lot. She does a lot. Both of y'all do a lot. So thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Hey, listen, I know you full. You running over.
What?
Hey, listen, Doc. I threw those questions out there because I think I want to start with us first. Us as Black Americans. Um, um, where are we? Where are we in all this madness? Where do we fit in all this madness? What's going on? How are we fitting? And what's going on with us with this new administration? How are we fitting? Where do you see us at?
First of all, we don't fit into this. We don't fit. We don't fit into ungodliness. We don't fit into corruption. We don't fit into lying and deceit. We don't fit into greed. We are a people that have always cared about each other. We've cared about people. We are a people that if our neighbor need a cup of sugar, we'll give them half the bag. We are a set of people that know how to thrive and survive. But what's going on right now, it's like everything it doesn't even look pretty to the people that voted for him. This season and this time, this is not for us as a people, so we don't fit. It may look like he's doing so much, like say for instance what he's done with these tariffs. And he said on yesterday, oh, that the stock market have gone up almost back to where it was. He created a problem, had it drop, then throw something in there where the tariffs are still 10% higher. He's not fooling anybody. We are a smart set of people. We know how to read and we can comprehend. So he can't pull that over on us as a people of color. Come on, that's insulting our intelligence. People are scrambling. The stock market don't know what to do. They are vomiting. And then they think they're recovering. And then here we go and do something else. And the stock market plummet again and again. Uh,
Uh-oh. Yeah, we lost the pastor. But yeah, I hear what she was saying about the where we are with the terrorists and all that stuff. Hey, listen. Um, but she said some of us. She said we don't fit in there. I kind of I gotta go left. I gotta go the opposite on that because there are some of us. There are some of our black brothers and sisters that are trying to fit in, that forgetting that we our morals, our standards of black people, how we were just caring folks. It's some that's not living that life, not living that. They're not feeling that way. They're stepping out and they're following master, and now they're finding out master don't ain't they're just one of the numbers, just like all of us. So now my thing is, um and I hear a lot of people complaining and fussing and bickering and upset or whatever. But my thing is, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna fix? How we gonna go on from here? What's happened is happened. What's going on is going on. But how do we survive it? And how do we prepare for the next? I think I've been saying it for a long, long time. Who is next? Who's next for our governor? Who's next for the next president of the Democratic Party? Who's next? Or the independent or whatever. Who is next? And I said it before. Now I'll give the Republican this. They have a good drive of how they prepare, how they get things prepared and plan for the next. I give them that. Now, what they planning and what they're doing in special ed is not good. It is crazy, some of the things they come up with, but I would give them that. So yeah, we are people of caring. We are people that's looking out. But oh, she's back. But Doc, there are some of our people that's not in, don't walk like that anymore.
no, they don't. And I
They don't walk
apologize.
like that. They don't have a caring heart. They don't have a caring spirit. They're not looking out for each other. They're not looking out for the culture, for the black culture. They like me, myself, and I. I'm trying to get mine. I'm gonna walk
Right,
this walk with the
right,
clip people, and
right.
I'm gonna go along with them. But
Okay,
now, but where are they now?
okay. Let me say this. You're absolutely 110% correct. You are correct. 10%, 12% of our black population, it might have gotten even higher than that, voted for him. And he is a user. He'll use anybody to accomplish his goal. And his goal is he wants to be the supreme being of the universe. But there's only one God, and that's not going to happen. Now, and what bothered me, and it perturbs me, that some of our black leaders, some of our black pastors, elder, voted for him. Oh. They voted for him.
I know.
And my concern, what happens to their parishioners when Medicaid or Medicare is stopped, when you have elderly, when he cut off Section 8, when prescription drugs get higher? What happens to mental health patients, mental health students? I heard you say something about mental health in schools or something of that nature. What happens? Because you have a lot of children that are suffering from mental health, a lot. So what happens? How are all these pastors that voted for him because of whatever they are getting in return, whether it's a tax break or whatever monies that he's throwing their way, because they're not there, it's not free. They're not getting that vote free. It's not free. They're getting something in return. Something is coming back. I don't know if it's a grant coming back to the church. Something is coming back. They're not doing it free, because these policies that he's talking about is not for the mass of the people. And some of these poor white folk that voted for him, now they are trying to figure out how can they get their vote back. You cannot unbake a cake. You don't bake that thing. Now you better eat it. So what happens? Where are we? We are a people that's going to make it. We're gonna make this. We're gonna make it through this. We're gonna make it through it. I don't care what he does. We're gonna make it through it. Yeah, it's hard. And all of the craziness and all, he went in there with a pen. This pen should have been run out of ink by now. He's just signing more documents. But it's not going to last. You know, sometimes people create a problem because they're going to be the savior of that problem that they created. And he wants people to look to him. And all of these nations, all of these countries now are calling him, want to make a deal. Okay, make that deal with China. Make it with China. China not going for it. China's saying, you want to go to war? We prepared to go as long as you want to go. Whatever war you want to go with, we are prepared to go as long as you want to go. He was having tariffs on poor countries. Craziness. Vietnam, with a lot of products that they work cheap labor. Mm-hmm. And while the prices are as low as they are over here, it's because the people in Vietnam make it so much cheaper, and it's cheaper for them to make it over there and ship it over here. Because some of us not gonna work for $5 an hour. Come on.
Yeah, but that's that's the thing that a lot of people miss when he was talking about the black jobs, and that the immigrants was taking the black jobs. The black jobs that he was talking about was in the fields.
When the last time we went in the field other than to pick cotton,
but hey, listen,
and tomatoes?
But it was who was that? Tom Jordan and them used to say about hidden racism. That was some hidden racism. But everybody made jokes about it, made clowns. Oh, I got my black job, but y'all was missing what this man was trying to tell y'all. He was trying to say, I'm gonna put y'all niggas back out there on the field, because I'm gonna send these immigrants back, and I'm gonna force y'all to take these jobs.
And we have to see that. So what's going to happen? What I pray that it doesn't. You hear so much. There are more shootings now. I probably can tell you that crime would escalate because people would not be working, and people don't eat.
But that's why I asked the question. Because of that, that's why I asked the question: will we survive this? Can we survive? I know we are survivors. We survive a whole lot. We are survivors. But will we be able to survive this the way this thing is shifting? Because where it looks from afar is like, they whatever they choose to do, they're gonna do. If they come up and say right now that try and take our voting rights away, they can do it.
They have enough votes.
Because I think we were saying way back that how they was putting they was putting the pieces in place to be able to do whatever they want to do, how they want to do it.
But some of these Republicans, Elder, they are tired of it too. Some of them are tired of it. This last tariff bill that they passed, I believe in the House. I'm not sure it was the House or the Senate. They had to the House that they had Republicans to vote. They had 5 or 6, 7 Republicans to vote with the Democrats. That in order for them to do anything with a tariff, they have to go through them. The House could have already stopped that. The House has the power. They're the one that control the money. They are getting their constituents are saying stuff. Their constituents are booing them at their own town hall meetings in red areas. These poor white folk, they see the writing on the wall too. Yeah. This thing it's not just affecting black folk. This thing affecting people, period. And you see more white folk now out there protesting. Look at the color of these protests now. Look at them.
I was just about to go to that protest that's happening with the Social Security, and I was trying to find some clips. I couldn't find them, but I know they're there. I'll probably have them next time. But those protests of the hands off right. protests. Right, if you look at that protest, if you look at the demographic of that protest, there ain't many of us out there. It ain't many of us out there.
It's not. It is not.
And this is the thing. The ones that are out there, they literally thought these policy was not going to affect them, was not going to come and play to them. And this is me speaking. This is how I feel about it. And I know the majority of them that's out there, they voted for him.
Yes.
Or they did not vote. So now you out there, you out there doing your thing. Like for instance, you got the farmers. You got them crying now. Quite a few of them crying. I'm gonna play this for them. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this real quick. You got them crying. Where is it?
Some folks who aren't feeling Trump's optimism right now are American farmers, and they are stuck in the middle of all of this.
Frank, who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Right?
Trump.
Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way.
Couldn't happen. No.
You voted for President Trump. So now, in this moment, you say you're in a free fall. What is your message to him?
So I'm off the Trump train. Where I'm going for now is I got to protect my business.
A wheat farmer who says he's lost $400,000 since Trump took office.
I think there was a lot of people who voted for him that want to stay loyal to him, but it's going to get to the point where financially, if it's between supporting the president or losing your family farm.
You voted for the president?
Yes, I did.
And do you support these policies which might be hurting farmers like you?
Right now, we're the ones that are taking the hit.
I think he's sort of backstabbing the main people who got him into office in the Midwest, and he just left us down.
Okay. But y'all voted for him. Now he letting y'all down.
Yes.
Now put him in there because listen, how you could not hear what he was saying? You didn't hear because you was blind by color.
He got on that Trump Kool-Aid. Yep. And he made them feel that he was a part of them, that he was one of them. The black male, he understand about being in jail or whatever. No. He would never understand how we feel. And for them to think that he was a part of us, Come on.
He was already telling he was already making it known with the farmers. And when he was
Yes.
saying that he was gonna send a lot of those immigrants back, undocumented immigrant, come on, farmers knew who was in their fields.
Elder,
Who
who
was working
do
for
you
them.
think
So
who do you
they
think worked and help build the corral out there?
exactly. But this is their mindset, though. This is a part of white privilege. White privilege is tell you that, okay, even though he's talking that I'm white, he's not gonna come at us. He's gonna leave us alone. That's for everybody else.
No.
No. So my question is to them: how's that working out for you?
It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. And I want to go back right quick to education. Dr. Phil did something with this on education, and by them closing, shutting down that entity of the educational part in the government, he said it was a good thing that they did it because to take it to the states because of the poor grade that the United States got in as far as education wise. And he had his numbers of how many fourth graders are reading below grade level, how many eighth graders are reading below grade level, and probably how many 10th graders. So he feel that the state, because the states know what each state need, that's a lie. Florida does not fund public schools the way that public schools should be funded. Those little pennies that they send. And when you shut down the Department of Education, you are taking away monies from Title I. Do you know how many schools in Dade County are Title I schools? What the format of having a Title I school, how many students there have free and reduced lunch?
Right.
My school is like 98% free and reduced lunch. But they don't have to pay for it anyway now. But most of the inner city schools in Dade County are Title I schools. Palmetto's a Title I school? No. They have money. I'm sure Killeen is not a Title I school. Those schools that are in those areas that parents have those type of jobs, they are not Title I schools. But if you take away a child's ability to have a breakfast in the morning, what type of learning environment do you think we are creating for a child that's coming to school and trying to learn and they're hungry? They don't feed them enough as it is. We have grown kids at grown students at my school, and they feed them like they're in elementary school. And that's bad enough. The kids are still hungry. Now, my school, the last lunch, they give them a little bit more, but then we have students that are ASD and IND, which means that they are intellectually delayed and they're on the autism spectrum. We have kids in those classes that are 19, 20, and 21 years old. These are men. You can't feed them like they're in kindergarten.
They don't even need to be there.
If you take away that, if you take away funding from that, if you take away funding and try to go back that separate but equal schools, separate was never equal. They want to take us back, people, and these folk that voted for them,
yeah,
they don't see that.
Yeah,
some of them came from where we came from the projects, from the ghetto, from parents scraping and doing whatever they can, feeding us and don't eat. A lot of us came from homes that parents didn't eat just so we would eat. And you voted for somebody to take us back to that? Come on, people. Come on. No.
And that's the thing. Listen, I want to talk to us. I want to talk to my brothers, my sisters, my community, my culture, because this is I'm at this drive now. This is my march. This is my push. Is that we need to talk to each other. We need to go back to where we unite. If we ever need to reunite, It's now. But can we do it? No, because we still got people that now we supposed to be boycotting Walmart and still Target and Starbucks don't do right by us. But you know what? People still, you got black folks still going to Target, still going to Walmart, and still going to Starbucks. We can't never. I mean, now the Target thing, we finally, we made a dent. We made a dent because
Yeah.
their stock share, their shares were at like 180 something, 180, $180 a share, and
Uh-huh.
now it's down to like $94.
Wow.
So that's good, but we don't stop there. We
No.
shouldn't give up. We shouldn't stop. We shouldn't stop the movement. We shouldn't stop that protest until they cry out and say, "Hey, whoa, wait a minute. We need to rethink this thing, and we need to go back and we need to retract what we did before about the DEI. We need to hurt them so bad, and they're hurting.
Yes, sir.
It's not the point they're not hurting, and we
Yes, they
got to
are.
do the same thing to Walmart.
Yep.
We got
Yep.
to do the
Yep.
same thing to Walmart. And the only way, I keep hearing my pastor say, when you protest and you out there doing something, you trying to make some noise, and you come out there with 100 people, ain't nobody showing up. If you come out there with 500, news media ain't showing up. But if you come out there with 1,000 or more,
Yep.
now you got their attention.
Yep.
But now we're in a situation with these corporate companies and businesses and whatever. It's about money, and they don't
That's
want to
it.
lose money. But
That's
this
it.
is the time that we got to hit them in the pocket.
I
I mean,
agree.
there's a lot of black businesses that we can grow to. Why is it that we don't? And I don't want to hear nothing about they stuff not it's quality. Sometimes the stuff that you get from Walmart and Target ain't quality either.
That's true.
But it's just the idea that it's Target and it's Walmart. And you just got luck, you done got locked into it. We've got locked into it. So what are
I
we gonna
agree.
do
We have to
as a
support.
culture?
We have to support black businesses.
We gotta
We
support
need to,
black
we need
business.
and black. We need to support black banks as well. We need to support black businesses, black banks. We do. I mean, I have a account with Dade County School Credit Union. Yes, I do. But we need to support black banks.
Yeah.
We need to support, and this is something my cousin have been
What's-
talking to me about for years, that the black businesses is where we need to go. We need to support the
Now,
clothing. Go to Ross's.
Yeah, yeah. I love how we really have patronized learners. I know some people like, oh, I get tired, but you don't have to go there every week.
No.
But at least try and go once every other week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least try and go. I haven't been in a while. So I say, you know what? When I can, I'm going to at least try and go there at least once out of every week or twice a month or something. At least say we're patronized. There's a lot of other black Jacksons and all those other places and Arlene's and those places that we have to patronize them. We need to be one of them. We need to make sure that they're doing good, they're in business, but we don't. We don't. I see now the difference between black America and the Jewish community is that they gonna go to them kosher places, them restaurants, them Jewish restaurants. They're going to them every week.
Yep.
I don't care how good the food might be, may not be good, but they're gonna go at least, if not every week, they're going once out of the week. They're going to other restaurants too, because you see them in there, but they're gonna go to their restaurants. But why we can't do that? Why we not? And I think for us to make a change, for us to do this, we got to work on ourselves. We trying to work on everybody else. We got to work on ourselves. And for me, I'm saying this, Doc. I'm saying this. This is the time that I know we're upset about the Black history and all that, but Doc, isn't this the time that we to take control of our own Black history?
Of course, we should have been taking control of it.
Which is history.
Yes.
But why can't we unite together? If they don't want to teach it, we'll teach it.
That's right.
If they want to ban our books, then we'll get the books and we'll make sure we read them. We'll get them and read them ourselves to our kids and whatever.
That's right.
That's church. That's church. That's churches. That's Greek organizations. That's all those other organizations out there. Have you heard it? Maybe I've been missing it. Are there any organizations out there that's pushing to do this?
I do know that books down in Coral Gables, they were having something with banned books. But that's them. But for us, our culture, our people, our sororities, are they coming together and saying that bring your children, we are going to teach our history? I don't know. I haven't heard.
Yeah. No, I mean, even youth Bible study or when the youth meet, that should be just at one moment. Just it don't have to be long. Just 30 minutes of a moment of teaching Black history, or we're reading this. We're reading this particular book on the different grade levels. And this is what we're gonna, this is our drive, this is our focus, because we've gotten away from teaching the Jewish community. Don't worry about public school or any other school teaching their history.
No, they teach their history. Yes.
And the other part about it is, Doc, not only they're teaching their history to their own kids or to their community, they're sharing it with outside. They're sharing it with other folks, other culture. And I'm not saying we just should keep it to ourselves. We got to make sure we share. Do you imagine if we shared our history? We shared our history. If we took pride in our history and shared our history with the other cultures, maybe they would see it a little better.
But you said something key. If we took pride in this. On Sunday mornings, I'm going to say what is going on in my message. God have allowed me to minister scripture and correlate it with what's happening right now to show the people that what time we are in, and so powerful that how God is doing this through ministry. Just showing the people, correlating. This is what the scripture says. Now look at what's going on now. Yeah. Even back in the book of Revelation, 16th chapter, when it talked about Babylon and how Babylon, what the issues were, they was political, religious, and economic. Right. That was in Babylon. Yeah. I said, look what's happening right now. Political, religion, and economics. Same thing. Babylon wanted to be the great and mighty kingdom that would never fall. But I want you to know that giants do fall. That great kingdom of Babylon fell. And God said, I'm going to do something in 1 hour. He was going to tear some stuff down in 1 hour. And I'm just looking, and in that scripture, Doc, if you don't mind me saying this, Elder, that he said, that everything that they did to you, did to us, he said, I'm going to do it back to them double. He said, put it on them double, everything. So I know we're going to make it through this.
Yeah.
Because there is a God. And I know people are crying out. People are hurting right now. One man said, and he voted for Trump, he has lost $7 million from the time Trump has been president.
A lot of them have.
$7 million.
A lot of them have. A lot of them have lost money. A lot of them have lost money.
Because I was hoping that everybody with a Tesla would take it back and get another car.
They're not, and I'm glad you brought, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that because like I asked somebody the other day, I say, when you purchase that Tesla, Did you purchase that Tesla just because you just wanted to feel like you're in the status? You're with the status of the others, or did you purchase that Tesla because you just said, you know what, I just want it? Or did you even research who was the
Yeah.
owner of Tesla? And they were like, no, not no. And they just got it because it was a trend and everybody was getting it and everybody was talking about Tesla and it drive and they said, well, I got it because I heard about it drive itself. I want to experience that. Are you kidding me?
They was taking
But then,
that feature
but
out of
then,
that car.
but then there's other people. There's other people that have bought it for status reasons, to show that they're in that financial status.
But you were helping this multi-billionaire
racist
take his
racist
chainsaw,
racist, a racist.
Cut your money, cut your health care. Oh my God.
And he's coming after you. He's coming after you. He's coming after all y'all who bought his stuff. He's coming after you.
Yes.
So what he trying to do with South Africa? He trying to bring the South Africans over here.
Huh.
But
we were not going to apartheid.
Wouldn't they be immigrants?
Yes. Yes. He's not. He could never run for president. He could never run for president. He was not born here. He was born in South Africa.
Listen, where he is now, he don't have to run. He already doing it. And I know I have a friend that debate me with that, saying that no, Trump know what he's doing. Now Elon Musk. No.
What?
No. Elon Musk is he got his own little world going on. And yeah, Trump got his own little agenda going on. They both have their own personal agenda in this whole thing. That's how I see it. They have, each one of them got their own personal agenda.
Yep.
This boy making $800 million a day or a week or whatever, a month.
I don't know, but I know
Why?
I did hear.
Why is he getting paid? For what? But I know we're at this, and I got and this is the point. I want to play this. I want to play this because this is something that I ran up on. I don't know if you saw it or some other people saw it, but Pastor Sharp did something. He spoke about almost like karma. When you don't support one, and then you thinking that it ain't you, and then it end up being you. I'm gonna play this.
There was a mouse on a farm once, and the mouse realized that the farmer had set a mouse trap. And so the mouse started going around and telling everybody, y'all got to help me get rid of this trap. Y'all got to help me get rid of this trap. And so the mouse went over to the chicken and said, hey, they set a mouse trap. The chick said, man, I love you, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not a chicken trap. He left the chicken and went over to the pig. Said, man, you got to help me get rid of this trap because they set a mouse trap. They trying to get me, dog. And the pig said, I love you, man, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not a pig trap. And then he went over to his friend, the cow, and he said, hey, man, y'all got to help me. There's a mouse trap in this house. And if we get together, y'all can help me get rid of this. The cow said, you know I love you. I got you back. But it ain't a cow trap. Well, one night, a venomous snake got caught. Tail got caught in the trap. The farmer's wife walked in the kitchen, did not know that a venomous snake's tail had gotten caught in the mouse trap. The venomous snake bit the wife. She became deathly ill. Well, when someone gets ill, what's the first thing you have to make? Chicken soup. And so the chicken was pulled from the farm and chicken soup was made. The woman got worse, and church members and family members began to come by and visit early in the morning, and the farmer needed some bacon and needed some hot links. So guess what got pulled next? Mr. Pig got pulled. Then the woman ended up dying from her injuries. The venomous snake actually killed her. And it was a funeral, and they had to prepare for a repast, and there went the cow. The moral of the story is this: when one of us is threatened, we all are threatened. When one of us is going through, we all go through. When one of us weeps, we all ought to weep. When one of us rejoices, we all have to rejoice because we're in this thing together. You ought to thank God for your community.
That's right.
There was a mouse on a
Well,
Wow.
we're in this together.
We in it together.
We're in this together, Doc. So
And that's how it was always. That's how it will always have been. That we community, that village, we were always in whatever together. When somebody in the neighborhood went through something, the neighborhood went through something. When the neighborhood rejoiced, when one person, the neighborhood rejoiced.
But now we had to state that if it ain't at my door, I don't care. If it ain't affecting me, I don't care. And I've said it before. I've said it many times about the millionaire athletes and whatever,
right.
and they chose to follow the orange person and not say much because like one athlete he's retired now, but I asked him the question, why is that? And he said because it does not affect them.
Oh, really?
It doesn't affect them. But this is my thing. It affects somebody in your family.
That's right. Somebody
in your family is not at that level of financial status. Somebody in your family needs support, and you probably ain't even helping them with anything.
That's true. That's true.
So, I mean,
that's true.
That's the thing. When we all in it, if we all together, that's why actually, if it's ever time that we need to unite and get to come and be one and be stronger, it's now.
The time. If we were that set of people when President Obama became president, and we stood together, those were the two times that Black folk actually came together, went out, voted for a cause. But after that, we didn't even do that for Kamala Harris. We didn't even do that.
Right.
We didn't do that for her. The Black
And
men.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Doc, because even when with Barack, it was the Black America, it was a Black community that came out because it shows that the demographic and percentage of white women did not vote for him. The only time that the white women, the numbers percentage was higher was when when Bill ran, Bill Clinton.
Right.
They voted for him. The numbers weren't high for Biden. Numbers weren't high for Reagan. The numbers weren't high. I think the only time they were high was with who took over after oh my God, after Kennedy, Johnson. Yeah, but other than that, they weren't high. So this with Harris, and I know they had the white women on Zoom and the white men on Zoom, but majority of them, they still ain't vote.
They didn't vote.
Okay,
they might have been on Zoom, but they ain't vote.
Here it is. It's up to us, and even at that time, us were divided.
What happened to us in the state of Florida? Where are the Black folks in Florida? How did Florida get so red? Where are we? Where are we? Broward County is one of the counties that vote for Democrats.
Nobody drove. Nobody.
Leon County.
Well,
Democrat.
Hey, listen. She didn't. Did she come here?
No.
Exactly. Now she messed up on that one.
She didn't come here because she never felt like she was gonna win here.
She didn't, but you can't do that.
But that's what she did.
You can't do that.
She didn't come here.
Don't send your vice. Don't send your vice president, your running mate. Don't send him. We don't know him.
She spent all of the time in those 5 swing states.
And how that worked out for her.
She lost all of them.
But anyway, I'm more concerned right now of us, my black brothers and sisters. Not that I care for the white community and white people, but my people. This is the time where we, as Black Americans, we as a black community have to come together, and we got to be aware. We got to be alive. We got to be aware. We can talk about all this, Doc, what's going on and what's happening and where we at and whatever. But I'm gonna say this again. What are we gonna do? How do we do better? What do
We
we
have
need
to do more. We have to do something that's going to make our voices heard.
What?
And it's not just walking in the street, and it's not just that. We have to do more. And as we stated at the beginning, we have to hit it where it hurt, and that's their money. That's what they know. When that stock market started plummeting, Trump changed his mind. He came out with a 90-day reprieve because those people that were losing money got to him. They got to him. Even the Tesla guy, whatever his name is,
he called him a moron.
He got to him. He had people, billionaires, in his ear telling him he better do something and do it now because they were losing too much money. And that's what they understand. Their money and their God. Do not touch their God. They will go crazy when you touch their God, and their God is their money. They are not about the true and living God. In God we trust on a dollar bill. Yeah, it's that dollar bill that's the God that you trust. Lord, help the church up in here. You start messing with their God, then you see things happening. They went to him, and the next day, a 90-day reprieve.
He had to pause it.
He had to. And what happened when he did it? The stock market started going back up again.
It started going back up. But now a lot of people saying that was a little deplore. That's trade. No. He, like you said, somebody whispered in here, text him and say, "Hey, dude, listen, you need to shut this down," because even there was a Senate. They were addressing the trade representative. And while they were in there addressing the trade representative, he didn't even know what was going on with the pause. He found out. He had just found out about it while he was in there being. Then they were talking to him.
Right.
Because
he didn't even know.
He didn't even know. Because like this one senator said, if you knew that, you should have started with that in your opening.
Yes.
Now they were drilling. They were drilling him. I'm gonna play it. This dude was drilling him. He was really going in on him, and he had nothing to say.
Mr. Trade Representative, are you aware that the tariffs have been paused?
I am, yes.
When were you made aware of that?
Well, I understood the decision was made a few minutes ago.
Sitting here
under discussion.
Sitting here under discussion. So did you know that this was under discussion, and why did you not include that as part of your opening remarks?
So typically what I don't do is divulge the contents of my discussions.
What are the details of the pause?
Well, my understanding is that because so many countries have decided not to retaliate, we're going to have about 90 days.
No, excuse me? China increased their tariffs on the United States. Blinked.
What's the blink, sir?
What do you know about this pause? What are the details of it?
Well, the details, as I understand it, is that China continues to retaliate. Other countries didn't retaliate. The president 2 or 3 days ago said we wanted to negotiate with those countries that asked for meetings. That's what we're doing.
What are the
We've had
details?
discussions.
How long is the pause? How many days? How many weeks?
I understand it's 90 days. I haven't spoken to the president since I've
So
been
the
in this
trade
hearing.
representative hasn't spoken to the president of the United States about a global reordering of trade.
Yes, I have. I've
And
just
yet
been in the hearing with you, sir.
But yet he announced it on a tweet. WTF? Who's in charge?
The president of the United States is in charge.
And what do you know about those details?
Well, as I mentioned,
It looks like your boss just pulled the rug out from under you and paused the tariffs, the taxes on the American people. There's no strategy. You just found out 3 seconds ago, sitting here, we saw you.
we've been discussing a
If
variety
you
of
came here knowing that you were going to be turned off, that these tariffs were going to be turned off, why didn't you include that in your opening statement? Why didn't you reference that as part of your testimony?
Well, I don't disclose my conversations with the president, sir.
These were specific questions we asked you all along. What's the strategy? These are real consequences for the American people and small businesses. I had a group of small businesses in my office earlier today talking about the impacts of these tariffs on aluminum and steel. This is amateur hour, and it needs to stop. What does this even mean for your negotiating strategy? How are you in charge of negotiation if the president is tweeting about this from wherever the hell he is?
The president was elected and he runs the trade policy, and I advise him and execute his
Who
trade
executes
policy.
the trade policy?
I execute the trade
Did you
policy.
know that this was happening?
We have been discussing all kinds of.
And there's another member of the cabinet, Bessent, who just canceled coming to the Hill to avoid talking about the market because it's in turmoil. This in just days because there was no strategy, there was no plan. The president chose to take.
But that's what happened when you put people in place that don't know what they're doing.
Yep.
That's it.
And he can't answer the question because he doesn't know the answer.
He can't.
For the mouth.
He can't answer it because he don't know. He ain't running nothing. He ain't in charge of nothing.
He's not in charge of anything.
And that's why I say I'm just, my focus is the people, our people. Just get us focused and engage and to learn, to know, be aware.
Very much so. Knowledgeable.
I'm gonna play this and we're gonna go after this. I don't know if you
Okay.
saw it,
All right.
you probably have. Dr. Otis Moss, which I love this cat. He spoke on something, as he called it, the puppet master, and he just exposed some things of some people that one of the person I did not know. I never heard of this guy.
I
But
looked him up.
he exposed a lot of stuff, and this is the things that us as Black America, we need to be aware of it because it affects us. It affects us. Let's see, where is it?
With you about puppet masters that are controlling the puppet. Puppet masters that are controlling the puppet. Let me begin by sharing this information today. There is a person you have never heard of who may be one of the most influential thinkers in the right-wing and white nationalist space in this country. His name is Curtis Yarvin. Let me say it again, Curtis Yarvin. He founded the anti-egalitarian and the anti-democratic movement known as the Dark Enlightenment or neo-reactionary movement. This movement believes democracy is a failed experiment and must be replaced by a monarchy or a dictatorship. The way to reach this goal is through Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley venture capitalists who will use their money to sway public opinion and miseducate the masses through social media and collecting our data. One of Curtis Yarvin's disciples is a person by the name of Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel, I'm not sure the pronunciation, is a South African, or an Afrikaner, just like Elon Musk, who founded PayPal. Peter Thiel funded the political rise of J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance has publicly stated that Curtis Yarvin is his intellectual mentor. Now, Curtis Yarvin says in order to destroy democracy, they have a program called RAGE. RAGE, R-A-G-E, RAGE. And this program means retire all government employee. RAGE, Project 25, RAGE, and now Doge is doing the work of Curtis Yarvin. Curtis Yarvin believes some races are fit for servitude. Blacks have a natural lower IQ, and civil rights was applied to a population of recent hunter-gatherer ancestry, and no great moral fiber. As a result, civil rights in America created absolute garbage. The architect of Trump's presidency, Steve Bannon, is an admirer of his work, and a collection of Silicon Valley billionaire bros adhere to his philosophy. How do we push back? Number one, we've got to be educated about what is happening. Number two, we have to be deliberate with our dollars. There's no reason we should be supporting any business that plays in our face. Support local, support Black businesses. Number three, support Black institutions that believe in liberation, whether it is your church, HBCU, whether it is an activist organization, unions, independent press, fraternities, sororities, all of these organizations we have to support, and we have to raise our voice. And finally, you've got to be the most engaged voter, politically astute, not miseducated, but educated. They are coming after us. RAGE, retiring all government employee, dismantling the Department of Education. We are in the midst of a hostile takeover in America. But let me give you one thing. All of this research I have been doing, I found out that their greatest fear is Black people when they're organized. From 1971 to today, we have the power, and we are connected to an all-powerful God.
Amen.
Words of Sean Connery from The Untouchables. There endeth the lesson, and that's my 5 minutes. Peace.
I agree.
We gotta be educated about, man, and we gotta come together. We gotta unite. We gotta come together, and that's what they're afraid of. They fear that. They fear if we ever was to get on one page, one accord, come together, and be powerful. They know who's gonna take over this country. We can do it.
Yep.
But why? Why? Oh.
This is why they were afraid with Barack Obama. They were afraid with Barack Obama again. They were afraid with Kamala Harris. But hey, I believe we are rising to the top.
Yeah.
The right person gonna be in there, and he really feels that he has a chance of a third term. But the devil is a lie. God won't even allow that. I don't know if he's gonna make this full term. The vote is still out. The verdict is still out with me on that. I don't know if he's gonna make this full term. I don't know. And it's not gonna be us that do it. It's gonna be he's gonna do something so crazy
Right.
to his own people,
Right.
that they gonna try to get rid of him. And that's
Right.
not gonna be us. It's gonna be within, and that's not gonna be us. Nah.
So
Nope.
listen, hey y'all, that's where we at. I just feel we have to fight. We have to fight, fight to come together. We have to prepare, not fight, but we have to prepare. We have to organize. We have to structure ourselves and become one. Become and to unite. Could y'all imagine? Could you imagine all over this country, all over this United States, that it's just just a mass unite of brothers and sisters.
Wow. Power. They'll start trying to
Not
write all
just,
kind of legislative bills.
financially, just not politically, but financially.
Yes. Yes. If we all had
Financially.
one mind, if we had that
But
one
we don't,
mind and that one thought.
yeah. And we don't share. We don't talk. Like for instance, it's a lot of us. It's a lot of us. Well, yeah, it's a lot of us that don't deal with the stocks and the shares.
Right.
And we should. And I know it's scary. It's a scary thing, but we should. A lot of us don't do well with insurance, life insurance policy.
Everybody need one though.
Everybody need one, but we get the little rinky dink insurance instead of getting one that's at least 150,000.
What is a
That
$5,000 policy gonna do?
150,000 to a million, and that way when you got when you because it's promised, the Bible says promise to die, and then the judgment.
And the word of
So
God tells us that we're supposed to leave
leave.
something. We supposed
Right.
to. We
Yeah.
supposed to do that. And this is what those folk do. This is why these kids, if their parents leave here, they are pretty much set for a little minute
Yeah.
because they have left them.
But
But we
but
don't
you
do
ever
that.
wonder and I shared this with somebody before. They were like, man, them people they die on Monday. They buried them on Friday already because it's already in place.
Yeah.
And
Everybody paid for it.
most of them done got rich off of them because they didn't have that policy. They put a policy on them, $100,000 policy on them, and they go and spend that little $10,000 or
Yep.
$8,000, whatever it is. A lot of time they cremating them, and they got a lot. They got more left over.
They don't need a fish fry to have the funeral. They
They
don't have
ain't
to
trying
fry
to have no
fish and
fish
have.
fry. They ain't trying to do all that.
They don't have to sell potato pies to get to
They
bury
ain't
to
trying to
bury
do
them.
all that. They
Nope.
they they die on
Nope.
Monday. They bury them on Wednesday.
Yep. Yep. They don't keep them.
Because it's already prepared. It's already set. It's already set up. And we need to start, we need to do the same thing. That goes me and everybody else that's not doing it. All right. Hey, listen. Hey y'all, thank you for joining us. Those that have joined us on this evening. Good evening, Ms. Nelson. God bless you. Peace and blessings for coming on with us. Doc, thank you so much.
Yeah, we
I know,
just hitting the tip of the iceberg. We haven't even
yeah.
gotten into the.
I was just getting
We
ready to
just
say, I
got.
know
We just
we
doing
got
the
a
tip
lot,
of the
we
thing.
got a lot more, but we can't give it all at once. We
Yeah.
got a lot
All
more.
right.
So next, what we got? Fourth Thursday.
Yeah.
Be ready.
We
'Cause I
gonna
got
hit it. We gonna hit it.
I ain't even sure I didn't play all my clips tonight. So there's plenty more. But y'all just stay
All right.
vigilant and stay vigilant and just stay educated, stay aware of what's going on in this thing, man. And don't fear, don't fear, don't fear, don't fear. Continue to walk in faith, continue to trust God that God's gonna see us through it. But faith
Amen.
without works.
It's dead.
Yes. All right, Doc. Appreciate you. Blessings
All
to
right.
you.
God bless. Love y'all.
All
Love
right.
y'all. Thanks for.
Hey, listen, y'all. You've been watching South Florida Live Podcast. Let's talk about the things that matter. I hope something that we said was that was engaging, was informative to you. And you guys, just hey, let's stay educated, let's stay lifted, let's unite, y'all. Let's come together as one. And and man, listen, I know we can do it. We can do it. It's not much we can't do. We can do it. All right. Hey, listen, I love y'all. That's an action word. And as I always say, hey, you pray for me, I'll pray for you. Hey, y'all, let's watch God change things. God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.